Hello, welcome to the Typewriter Muse live session. My name is Johnny. I'm going to be showing off some typewriters today. A few of what we have in stock on our website. It should show up in the chat momentarily. You can visit and purchase typewriters. This typewriter is our 1965 Smith Corona Galaxy. It does come with its original case. It types in a 10 characters per inch pica font. And it features a really cool blue platen to match the exterior of the typewriter itself. This typewriter is graded 9.5 out of 10 on our Muse grading system and on our site. It's graded a 10 for mechanical features, as it's been reconditioned by our team of craftspeople and mechanics. So once purchased, this typewriter is 100% functional and ready to type for you. It's graded a 9 on our rubber scale, as the platen has not been replaced. It has been cleaned, and it is soft enough to type well and legibly. In performance and our ease of use category, it's also graded a 10. It features key tension settings, tab, margins, margin release, and it also has a nifty 1 key. On our aesthetics category, this typewriter is listed as a 9. As you can imagine, no one comes out of this life unscathed. This typewriter does have a few quirks on the exterior, but that doesn't take away from its overall beauty. It does feature single, double, triple, and adjustable line spacing, a platen-free spool clutch, an auto ribbon reverse function, and it can type in black or red ink or any other color that your ribbon is. All of our machines come with a 2-year warranty. We estimate that it will provide around 10 years of service before needing any major rubber replacement or tuning. And for those who cannot drive to our physical location, we do offer shipping. We have been shipping for many years now, and our typewriters have a 99% success rate of arriving safely to your location. We provide a custom-built box, ample package and cushioning. Now, lost machines do happen, but it is rare. Again, we have a 99% success rate when it comes to shipping. This typewriter is listed at $695 on our website. There is a link in the chat if you would like to purchase. And for now, I will demonstrate how well it types. Again, the Smith Corona Galaxy 2 from 1965 is available on our website for $6.95. We do offer shipping if you are unable to visit our retail location. We have a 99% success rate with shipping typewriters, as we have been shipping them for many years now. If there are any questions about this particular machine, please leave a comment in the chat and I will do my best to answer it. This typewriter does include tabs, tab sets, key tension function, auto ribbon reverse works well. Also features a nifty 1 key. It is graded a 9.5 on our website. It has a 10 on our mechanical scale, a 10 on our performance and ease of use scale, a 9 on our aesthetic scale for a few minor cosmetic issues that do not hinder the function of this machine. It is graded a 9 on the rubber scale. As it was not fitted with a new platen, it features a super fun kind of a royal blue platen. The type is quite legible. With our 2-year warranty, you should get an estimated 10 years of service before it needs any major rubber replacement or tuning. And this typewriter does come with its original case. I see your comment in the chat. Where does one get a different key and matching type slug? Well, I guess that depends on the typewriter. Are you trying to match a key to an existing typewriter? Typewriters that do not feature a 1 key typically cannot be fitted with one because that's how they're made. You would use a lowercase l to type a 1 in place of an actual number 1. type that down for reference for you. You know, I'm not sure. That would be a great question for my boss, Bob Marshall, who is the expert on typewriters around here. I am, as I like to say, always learning about typewriters and life in general. As far as for obtaining an extra key, as far as I'm aware, many typewriter parts are kind of as you find them in the wild. That is another question for my very knowledgeable boss. That is a great question. Why is the one key red? I'm sure a more in-depth Google search could explain, but as far as I can tell, it simply marks a special function. Okay, before I move on to the other host of typewriters that we have, I would like to bring attention to one of our other products. On our website, you will find a menu that reads accessories, and in that you will find a very helpful typewriter cover. This typewriter cover retails on our site for $14.95. It's great if you don't like to keep taking out your case and putting your typewriter away. If you like to keep your typewriter out as a sort of focal point in your home or a conversation piece. but you need to keep dust out of the typewriter, this is a great solution. A lot of people might not realize that dust can do quite a bit of harm to a typewriter. At the very least, it impacts the typing function. And too much can make it almost impossible to type, which is why many older typewriters simply do not type. I agree. It is a nice looking machine. A very pretty blue. All right, I'm going to move on to our next machine that we have. Say goodbye. All right, I have here for you our 1947 Smith Corona Sterling typewriter in a crinkle black exterior. Now when we say crinkle black, typewriters, I guess as far as I know, have two finishes, crinkle and glossy or smooth. I'm sure there are countless names. Crinkle is a type of finish that reduces glare. So for secretaries who had maybe a 8 or longer hour workday, the glare helps reduce eye strain and makes it easier and more pleasant to work. And that's still true today. So this Smith Corona Sterling from 1947 This is graded a 9 on our site. It's graded a 10 in our mechanical category. It has been reconditioned by our mechanics and craftspeople here at Typewriter Muse. So it is fully functional. The rubber is graded at an 8. This means that the platen has not been replaced with a new platen, but it has been rejuvenated. This ensures that the type is still legible, and the rubber is soft enough that you won't see any problems when you're typing. It is graded a 9 on our performance / ease of use category. Let's see. This typewriter does feature margin sets, a tab and selector function, a backspace key, a margin release function. Does feature line spacing. Let's see if I can tell you exactly. Okay, so that's probably going to be single and double, which I will check once I start typing. Does feature a platen-free spool clutch. This means that the platen, this bar right here, will move freely to allow you to precisely place your text and your lines, which is very helpful if you are in the habit of taking the paper out a lot for whatever reason. Once you engage the platen clutch, you can bring the paper up precisely to where you want it to go, to whichever line. And many writers will find that very handy. Does feature functioning shift and shift lock keys. And it does feature a bichrome ribbon selector, so you can type in black or red ink. On our aesthetic scale, this typewriter did come in at a 9. You can probably see the line right here where the I'm always forgetting my typewriter anatomy. Carriage release bar tends to slide across the front of the typewriter. It's not perfect. It is evidence of a typewriter life well lived. At least I think so. This typewriter does feature a 12 character per inch presidential font. It is listed on our site at $6.95. If you are unable to visit our retail store in Riverside, California, we do ship our typewriters out of state. We have a 99% success rate in terms of shipping. Most of our typewriters do arrive to your location safely. We use a custom-built box, package it with ample bubble wrap, foam inserts, cushioning. We know how to ship typewriters safely. All of our typewriters do come with a 2-year warranty. This means that they should give you about 10 years of service before they need major rubber replacements or tuning. If there are any questions about this machine, I'm happy to answer them to the best of my knowledge in the chat. This machine does also come with its original case. All right, I'm gonna start typing on this machine. I'm actually going to take it off of here. Just for ease. this typewriter does feature single and double line spacing. So typing on the Smith Corona Sterling is quite nice. It does have that classic typewriter look with the round keys. And these are Bakelite keys. The action is smooth and easy. Some typewriters have a feel that requires a stronger force when typing. These keys are pretty easy to type on. It's not too light, that's what I'm trying to say. Less of a snappy action and more of a clicky one. If you've ever typed on a Skywriter before, it wasn't quite as loose as that. So again, this typewriter comes with our 2-year warranty. It should give you an estimated 10 years of service before any major rubber replacement or tuning needs. It is graded a 9 out of our 10 scale. The rubber is graded at an 8. It has not been replaced with new rubber, but rejuvenated by our mechanic. So when we say rejuvenation, it's been reconditioned from the existing platen, and usually a platen, once it ages, it's quite hard to type on, which reduces the legibility of the type. Once it's been rejuvenated by our team, it types like a new platen. And the ink is clear, the letters are readable. This was graded a 9 on our aesthetic scale out of 10. Mostly for the line right here that it received during its years of use with its former owner, whoever that was. As the carriage is advanced, the metal hit the face of the typewriter. It does not detract from the functionality of this typewriter. It's just evidence of a typewriter life well lived. It did get a 9 on our ease of use scale. The tabs are, let me check, I believe they are, yes, they're manual tabs. So, on some machines you hit a button and the typewriter sets the tabs for you. Here, you lift these and place them where you want. It does have a platen-free spool clutch so that you're able to take the paper out, put it back in, and precisely move to the line you'd like to type at. It does feature bichrome ribbon feature, which means you can type in red or black ink. And this is available on our website for $6.95. I'm going to post the link in the chat shortly. If there are any questions about this typewriter, I am happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. If you've never set tabs on a typewriter before, I can show you how right now. So these are where the typewriter stops when you hit tab. Let's see. They just come out. And you place them in. And that's how you set tabs on your typewriter. Let's see. That's how you do it. We also repair typewriters at Typewriter Muse. You are welcome to come by with your typewriter, and our owner, Bob Marshall, will give you a estimate of repair service. And if you are not able to visit us in store in Riverside, we also offer a 3-way shipping service. Those who live out of state or are simply unable to travel to our brick and mortar store can set up our 3-way shipping service online by emailing us. Our service starts at $150. We send you a custom built box that will fit your exact typewriter. The box comes with everything you need to ship your typewriter back to us. That includes shipping instructions, ample bubble wrap, inserts, and a free roll of tape, because you will use a lot of tape wrapping your typewriter in bubble wrap. Our 3-way shipping service is open to anybody in the US. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to drop them in the chat and I will answer to the best of my abilities. We've been shipping typewriters for quite a few years now, and we do have a 99% success rate when it comes to your typewriter showing up safely at your location. All of our typewriters at typewritermuse.com have been professionally reconditioned by our mechanics and craftspeople to function as well as the day they came out of the factory. And here's a typing example again from the Smith Corona Sterling from 1947. And you may have noticed that when I was typing, I actually placed this typewriter on one of our typewriter mats. Okay, can't really see it. When you're typing at home, you might notice that your typewriter tends to travel and slide across your table when you're typing. Our mats prevent this. Just makes typing a little easier, less fussy. I use one at home when I'm typing on my Hermes Rocket. Even though it's a light machine, it definitely travels. Our mats are sold on our site for $15.95 each. And I will put the link to that in the chat. If you have any questions about the Smith Corona Sterling, please feel free to put them in the chat and I will answer to the best of my ability. All right, I'm going to move on to another typewriter. All of the typewriters that you see here today are available at typewritermuse.com and on Shopify. The links are still up in the chat. And if you have any questions regarding the typewriters after this live session, you can always email us with questions. This is an Olivetti Underwood Latera 32 from 1968. It's got a lovely robin's egg blue color and a really cool ridged back. This is a portable typewriter. It's very light, small enough to take pretty much anywhere. It makes a great traveling typewriter if you're the kind of person who likes to travel and write. This model typewriter, not this exact machine, but this model, the Latera 32, is notable for being used by authors like Cormac McCarthy and Sylvia Plath. It was their typewriter of choice. On our site, this typewriter is graded a 9.25. In the mechanical category, it's graded at a 10 out of 10. It is fully functioning. It has been reconditioned by our mechanics and crafts people here at Typewriter Muse, and it 100% works. As for the performance category, it is graded a 9. It does not feature a key tension adjuster, so it only has one tension basically. On some typewriters you can adjust the key tension so that when you type, the keys will offer some resistance, or they will depress, go down easier, and it's a little nicer maybe for those who have maybe joint issues to have a typewriter with adjustable key tension. It's usually a light to hard setting or numbered 1 to 5, 1 to 6. This typewriter does only feature one key tension setting, but it's not a very resistant keyboard to type on. As far as functions, it does feature line spacing, adjustable line spacing, tabs, a tab function, a platen-free spool clutch, a auto ribbon reverse function, backspace key, shift and shift lock keys. You can type black or red ink with this typewriter. And this typewriter does not feature its original case, but we do have a soft case that we've added to our listing. If you purchase this typewriter, it does come with a soft case. I don't know for sure if there's a factory explanation for the nice ridged back that you can see here, but whenever I move it around our showroom, I find that it does help with gripping. It doesn't fall out of your hands. This typewriter does have a 10 character per inch font in modern Congress Pica. This typewriter is steel. I believe it's steel, it's metal. But that doesn't make it a heavy machine. It's quite light and easy to carry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this typewriter in action. Take it off of here first. When typing on this machine, you might notice, yes, the space bar is quite slim. Like any new gadget, there is a slight learning curve. But when typing on this one, I find it pretty easy to get accustomed to that. It's not too difficult to figure out how the machine likes to be typed on. And for such a slim machine itself, I feel like the advantages of the portability far outweigh the discomfort of the learning curve. The keys feel quite light, which is nice if you're a bit of a faster typer. The shape of the keys themselves, I never felt like I was going to miss a key when I was typing on it. I tend to be quite a bit fast typer, and it was nice to experience a machine that was so responsive. I like the Olivetti Litera. Again, we do ship our machines if you're unable to come to Riverside and visit us in person. We do have a 99% shipping success rate. We've been shipping typewriters for quite a long time. We always use a custom built box and ample bubble wrap, and if needed, foam inserts to make sure that the typewriter arrives safely to your door. All of our machines come with a 2-year warranty, and they should give an estimated 10 years of service before any major rubber replacements or tuning is needed. Again, all of our machines have been reconditioned and given a quality assurance check by our mechanics and craftspeople here at Typewriter Muse. This machine is one that does not come with its original case, but we have found a soft case that fits it quite well and works as a replacement. That case is included with this machine at purchase. And again, the link to purchase this machine is listed in the chat. Oh, yes, this machine is Italian. If you've been browsing our site, you may have noticed that we also sell a novelist kit. This kit comes with all of our accessories. It includes the typewriter mat, a typewriter cover, our mini cleaning kit, which actually I can show you. Our mini cleaning kit is just a small kit that has everything you need to clean your typewriters. A dusting brush, a brush for cleaning out your type slugs after every use, a pencil and sharpener for notes, and 2 cleaning cloths, microfiber and linen cleaning cloth, and some Q-tips and a miniature brush for dusting, getting into the crevices of a typewriter. Our kit also comes with an extra spool of ribbon, your choice of black or black and red. And it comes with a large microfiber bag that the mini cleaning kit goes into. Our Novelist kit is listed at $45.95 on our site. There we go. And there should be a link to purchase that in the chat. See, here's the type sample from this machine. Very nice legible print. And you can see the variable line spacing. Has, I believe it's, let's see, single, half, and double. Single, single and a half, and double. That's 1, 2, 3. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's 1, 1.5, and double line spacing on the Olivetti Latera. If there are any other questions about this machine, I can answer them to the best of my knowledge before I move on. going to be the last machine today. It breaks, it breaks. Just move a little. This is our 1952 Smith Corona 7 Secretarial. It is one of our desktop machines. It's an office machine. So it is made to type all day, every day. It features brown crinkle paint to reduce eye strain, hunter green keys, does type in pica font at 10 characters per inch, does feature tabs, a platen-free spool clutch, 5 levels of key tension, does have an auto ribbon reverse function and a manual one, and it can type in red or black ink or any bichrome ribbon that you have. This machine is graded a 9.25 on our Muse grading system. Mechanically, it came in at a 10. The rubber was graded at a 9. This means that we did not fit it with a new platen, but that the existing platen types very well. And did not need replacing. Performance-wise, it graded at a 10. It is a office machine. It features all the functions a secretary could ask for, as listed on our site. And aesthetically, it is graded at an 8. You can see some wear over here Little speck over there. Right here at the back. Just surface wear. This area right here, you can see in our photos as well. The paint is textured slightly differently, which is why it seems to appear and disappear when it turns. Some might think she's not the prettiest machine, but I think that some marks here and there just give a typewriter character. Internally, it is a fully functional machine. We can ship this machine. So if you're out of state or you don't want to make the drive, we will ship to you as long as you are in the United States. We do use a custom-built box for all of our machines, this one included. We do include as much bubble wrap as that box can take, as the typewriter can take. We've been shipping typewriters for many years now. We know how to ship them safely. We do have a 99% success rate. Accidents do happen, things do get lost. But that is mostly due to shipping company or no acts of God. Lost machines can happen, but again, we have a 99% success rate when it comes to shipping typewriters. As you can imagine, this typewriter does not come with a case. It is an office model. It is made to stand out. Or at least stay out of a case. This machine comes with our 2-year warranty and will provide an estimated 10 years of service before it needs any major rubber replacement or tuning. I'm going to go ahead and show you this typewriter in action. If there are any questions about this machine, feel free to drop them in the chat, and I will answer to the best of my ability. Also happy to answer any questions about what we do here at Typewriter Muse or about the shop. Feel free to drop any questions in the chat. Let's see. No tab set. Can fix that. So this machine might have a bit of a learning curve to those who are more used to modern computers. Maybe a little more so than some of the other machines I've shown today. It does come with platen clutch, tabs, tab sets, what is it called? Line spacing, margin release, bichrome ribbon feature. The keys do have a tension setting feature. It's 1, 2, 1 through 5. I did set it on the lightest feature, and it still is a bit more, it needs a little more force than some of the other typewriters I showed today. You will build some muscle when you're working on this one, but if you've typed on a typewriter before, or you have experience maybe playing piano, this typewriter shouldn't prove too much of a challenge. Again, we do ship, including this typewriter. Even though it is a larger model, we can ship it to you. It does come with a 2-year warranty, and it should give around 10 years of service before needing any major rubber replacement or tuning. If there are any questions about this machine, I am happy to answer them to the best of my ability, or about what we do here at Typewriter Muse. A close-up of how this machine types. I believe I said it was not graded at a 10 for the platen because it had not been replaced. And you can see that with its current platen, it's still good, still quite legible. It shouldn't need replacing for another 10 years at least. Yes, we intend to continue streaming and showing off some of our stock so you can get a better idea of what each machine types like for the foreseeable every Sunday. Tentatively scheduled at 4 p.m. If you'd like to come back next week and see what else we have in stock. If you have any questions about what we do at Typewriter Muse or the machines I've shown today, please feel free to drop them in the chat and I can answer them to the best of my ability. Go ahead and put this on the turntable again so you can see what the machine looks like all around. this machine retails on our site for $485. I also showed, let's see, our Olivetti Underwood Latera 32 from 1968. That's going on our site right now for $695. I also showed you the black Smith Corona Sterling from 1947. That is on our site for $695. And we began this live session with our 1965 Smith Corona Galaxy 2. That is on our site for $695. Okay. Just a reminder, all these machines are shippable. And they all come with our 2-year warranty. Okay. Our shop links are in the chat. Feel free to click on those and peruse the rest of our collection. We have lots of machines available, and we now have a new site function where you can filter through portability, price, color, model year, brand name, and we also have an electromechanical section as well. If there are any questions after the stream, please feel free to email us, and we will answer them to the best of our ability. Until then, we will see you next week, Sunday, most likely at 4 p.m. If you'd like to stay up to date on our shop updates and what we have in stock, please also feel free to follow us on Instagram at Typewriter Muse. Alrighty, bye everybody. Thanks for stopping by.